1, 2, 1, 2. And we said 1, 2. Whatever he say, fat boys.
Welcome. This is A Vision Entertainment Media Broadcast. To everybody, man, we got a special guest on the show right now. This man had a group, man, back then in the golden eras, legendary. We're here right now, man, with the pioneer of hip-hop, man. This man is Kool Rock Ski. This man had albums. He was in movies. All the whole crew was, man, they was doing their thing, man, back then. Kool Rock Ski, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Salute, brother. What's going on?
Salute, man. Salute. It's a pleasure, man, that you come on to the show, man, and you rock out with me and talk about hip-hop and the history of everything.
Oh, it's no problem.
Yeah, that you guys was doing, man. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it down memory lane and then bring it up to everything you're doing now.
Right.
We're going to talk about the new artist, City the Great. He got some good things going on also. And let's begin, brother.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to take it back to who discovered the group. And I know Kurtis Blow had a lot to do with the crew. Now, the same way how the movie was in Crush Groove, was that how it happened with the Disco 3 and then you changed the name? How did that come about with the Disco 3 going into the Fat Boys?
Our manager discovered the Disco 3. Kurtis Blow made the song Fat Boys, and our manager ran with the name because the song was really popular. But Disco 3 it comprised of Prince, Marky D, Kool Rock, and Buff. We actually had this is a story I tell, a lot of people don't know. We actually had 5 members, 5 MCs, 1 DJ, and 1 beatbox. We call ourselves the Hypnotized 5.
Oh,
and
wow.
So a lot of the other members weren't coming to practice. So one day we just said, you know what? It's just 3 of us. And the other guys, we lived in Brooklyn, New York, by the way. It was East New York, Brooklyn. The other guys lived in another part of East New York, Brooklyn. But they weren't coming to practice. We was all going to the same high school. We were all freshmen in high school. But they weren't coming to practice. So, we pretty much said, you know what, let's just keep it as us 3. And, and we just called ourselves the Disco 3. And at that time, there was a group called Disco 4. So we were so naive to what was going on. We said, well, it's 4 of them and 3 of us. So,
Yeah.
So
y'all was going to keep it anyway, right?
Yeah, we just kept it because it was so basic. The way we looked at it is that our names were so elaborate, were so extravagant that we wanted a really simple name. We could have went with something like, groups back then was like Fantastic Romantic, Cold Crush 4, Furious 5. So we could have called ourselves DJ Doc Nice and the Mighty 2 MCs, something like that. Yeah. But we said, you know what? Right. So Mark's name was Mellow Mark Ski. Before it was Prince Marky D. My name was Kool Rock Ski. And Buff's name was DJ Doc Nice, the original human beatbox. We're like, wow, names are crazy. Let's just call ourselves something basic. So we just decided on Disco 3.
Okay. Now, exactly the same way in the movie, like I said, and I'm talking about Crush Groove because it's like y'all was telling us exactly how things went with y'all.
Right.
So when y'all was on that stage and y'all said, we're not calling ourselves this, we're not Disco 3, we're the Fat Boys, right then and there, y'all really changed that right there, right?
No, that how movies are. They take something and they dance around the truth. That's what movies do. And what happened was we had a big name changing party from Disco 3 to Fat Boys. Our manager, he said he couldn't market the name Disco because the name, Disco was gone by then. But we wanted to keep the name Disco. It's like one of the Beastie Boys told me later on, a few years ago, he wished we would have kept the name Disco 3. And we wish we would have kept it too, but our manager knew he could market the name Fat Boys as opposed to Disco 3. So, that's how we had the big name changing party at Roseland Ballroom. We had the party basically the same day the movie Purple Rain came out. So Yeah, so that was crazy. I mean, it was packed. It was overpacked. There was so many people because by this time, we had the hottest song in New York, the Brr Stickum and the Fat Boys, and back then you had an A side, a B side. So we had two pretty much hit singles on the radio at the same time. So the place was like overly packed. So the who's who in the music industry, as far as hip hop, they were at that party that night.
Oh, wow, that's where's it at, man? That's dope. And the album Crushin, which was
Right.
that was a platinum album, man.
Yeah.
The song Wipeout. How did you guys get the Beach Boys? That was the Beach Boys on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How,
Yeah.
how did that happen with
Um,
the crew getting the Beach Boys, man?
we did the movie Disorderlies.
Disorderlies, yeah,
So
yeah.
once we finished the movie Disorderlies, and what you see in the movie at the end of the movie when we meet the Beach Boys, that's actually what really happened.
Oh, okay.
We met the Beach Boys the day that we was wrapping up the whole movie, and they came
Oh,
on the
wow.
set because they had a cameo in the movie. So our
Okay.
manager thought it would be a good idea to do a song with them, and they agreed. They didn't have no idea who we were. We had no idea who they were until my road manager had to break down. We've heard of them, but we really never heard of their music.
Okay.
Um, we
Yeah,
grew up.
because we never really listened to the Beach Boys, but we heard
Yeah,
we all heard of
yeah,
them, though.
right. You heard of them, but we just thought they was a bunch of surfer guys who was just surfing back then. We didn't know they really made songs. So, but we did a song with them, and it went over pretty big. I think our manager at the time, he was trying to do that "Walk This Way" kind of thing, what Run-D.M.C.
Yeah,
did with
Run-D.M.C.
Aerosmith. So it was cool. It wasn't really something that we wanted to do, but it broadened our popularity, and we brought hip hop into another stratosphere with songs like "Walk This Way" and "Wipeout" and "I Need Love," and Beastie Boys came along and did their thing. So hip hop was evolving by the time we did those kind of songs. So
Wow.
yeah.
Now, did the crew did any of you ever go to acting school? Because you had about maybe
No.
three or four movies. Now, how did that come about with with Crush Groove? Then you had it was another one called Price of Glory. That was you by yourself, right? Price of Glory
No, we did
or
a movie called Nights of the City.
Knights of the City, Disorderlies,
Right.
and Crush Groove. I see something that said Price of Glory. Maybe that was a wrong. That's a typo or something. How did that
Yeah.
happen with the movie deal? If you guys never took acting classes?
No, it shows. We never took acting class. None of us did. I mean, Run-D.M.C. and Crush Groove, nobody took acting classes. It's pretty much the director just said, just be yourselves, and that's
Okay,
what we
okay.
did. Um, the Nights of the City movie, Kurtis Blow got us into that movie. We were down in Miami, and I think we had just got finished shooting a scene for Miami Vice. Remember the show Miami Vice?
Right. Yeah.
And we did a cameo on that show, and we were down there for like maybe another 2 days. And Kurtis Blow said he was shooting a movie with a director called Leon Isaac Kennedy.
Oh,
He did
wow.
these penitentiary kind of movies,
Okay. Yeah.
and so he got us in the movie, and that was our first time being in a movie. Um, and then Crush Groove came along because we were, I think Warner Brothers wanted to do a rap movie
Okay.
because rap was getting bigger, and rap was getting bigger. It was expanding, and they wanted to do a movie, so they asked for Run-D.M.C. at first.
Mhm.
So the writer, he came on the tour bus with us, and he told the studios, "You got to put these guys in the movie because they're
Yeah.
crazy," and that's how we got the part in Crush Groove. So
Wow. So how was it back then, man? Because rap now is more of a I need to get this money, but
right,
back then it was more of a it was art. It was fun. So
yeah.
what do you think the difference is now as opposed to when y'all was out there rapping and lyrically too? You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean the lyrics were way different because everybody had a different style. Everybody had their own lane. So you knew Fat Boys from Run-D.M.C. You knew LL from Big Daddy Kane. You
Yeah,
knew KRS-One from Rakim. So, and the list goes on and on. Now you don't know who's who. Everybody has the same kind of flow, same kind of cadence. So back then it was more or less, if you got 2,000 per show, you were good.
Okay.
I mean, at the time we were the highest paid group because of our popularity. So we were making like 40,000, 45,000 a show.
Wow, back then?
Yeah, back then because we had signed contracts to do tours. So promoters were paying. I mean, if you're selling out 15 to 20,000 seats a night, you're going to receive that kind of money. And at the height of our popularity, starting out, we're probably making no more than maybe $2,700 to $3,200 a night. But by the time at the height of our popularity, you got to throw in the movies, you got to throw in the hit albums, you got to throw in the hit single Wipeout. You're making like 45,000 a night. And you times that now, you're probably making a good 245,000, 300,000 a night easily.
Wow.
But so it was a thing where you're making money, but you're making money at a time where the inflation wasn't like it is now. So if a rapper is talking about, I'm making 100 grand a night, you got to throw in the fact that he's probably paying damn near 10,000 a month for rent. You know what I'm saying? For where he's living. Another 5,000 a month for his car payment. You know what I'm saying? So and the list goes on and on. So it's not like we were making money for the times we were in.
Okay.
Things weren't as drastically high as they were back then.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
So you can get a condo back then for $45,000 easily. Now condo's like $1.5 million. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
Wow, that's cool, man. That's cool. And back then, once again, and we're going to bring it up. Was there any rappers that you really, really loved back then that you always listened to, and someone that you would love to get on an album back then? Another rapper.
Oh man, I mean, I was a huge Chuck D fan.
Me too.
Huge Chuck D fan. When they came out with their first album, Bum Rush the Show. I played that album repeatedly on the tour bus. I went to sleep playing that album, woke up playing that album.
It was dope, man.
It's dope. And I think the first time when I heard what's the joint called by Rakim? For the listener. Man.
That beat banging, yeah.
Man. And the joint when he says copywritten, still bitten, and almost sound like almost pump it, but then you know what I'm saying? He was killing it. And so these are rappers who I was just listening to. I always like DMC. Always like the way he flowed. I always like LL. Some of LL's stuff was dope. He did a song called My Rhyme Ain't Done. This story ain't done. That's all.
My rhyme ain't done.
Right. So there's certain songs you listen to, you're like, damn, I wish I could have did a song like that. I think 5 Minutes of Funk by Whodini was probably one of those songs that you listen to and say, damn, I wish I could have did a song like that. But
how do you describe the music that you typically create? Like just the whole group alone too. How do you describe the music?
Fun. And as we got older, we grew with our music. By the time we did the Crushin album, which, to be honest, a lot of people were writing us off at this time. So,
after the Crushin album?
No, before the Crushin album, we were 4 albums deep. And we had changed record labels. So we went from Sutra Records to Polydor, and we had this whole big thing with the record label. We had to forfeit the Big and Beautiful album, and so by the time we got to Polydor, they was pretty much getting a gold mine. But at the same time, because we were good for selling on average 950,000, 975,000 albums every album. So that's huge back. I mean, that's huge now, but that's huge back then. So by the time we got to Polydor, they were like, it's a gold mine. But a lot of people was like, they pretty much walked their welcome. They can't produce another album, a hit album, and then Crushin comes out. Fall in Love is the first single, and boom, we get platinum plus. So
also the twist with Chubby Checker was it on that album too?
No, the twist was the next album. they're coming back hard again.
Coming back
And
hard again. Okay.
this is with the music industry and the record labels when they start doing stuff like they try to elaborate on your last single.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
if the last single was huge, they go to the next album to kind of do the same kind of formula. So they want to do that same damn formula. And there's nothing against Chubby Checker, but you know, you're doing a song with the Beach Boys, now you go to Chubby Checker. It's like, well, who's next? You know, Fats Domino, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're trying to cover all the bases. But so I mean, by the time we did that song with Chubby Checker, we was pretty much done with doing these cover songs. Like, man, listen, nobody want to do this stuff no more. But you know, like I said, the record companies, when they see something is hot, they're going to keep on pouring gasoline on that fire. You know,
right? And did you another thing I wanted to know? I just slipped my mind. As far as the Chubby Checker thing, how did that happen though? Like, how did you get that phone call to do a song with Chubby Checker?
Well, Chubby Checker, he wasn't even the writer of the twist. It was a guy called Hank Ballard.
Oh, he wasn't the writer.
No, he wasn't the writer. He just performed the song. So my manager reached out to Chubby Checker's people, and he was like, of course he would do it, because he's trying to get he's Chubby Checker at this point. It's like me trying to reach out to a young rapper and try to get into that audience. I'm pretty sure Chubby Checker's looking at it like, oh, these guys are young. They got this young audience. Let me try to prolong my career. And this, like I said, is nothing against Chubby Checker. He's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. And let me prolong my career and stay relevant and hop on them bandwagon because they're hot. So, so we did the twist single. My mother loved it because she was a huge fan of Chubby Checker. That's more of her music.
That's right.
And he was really cool about it. You know, he's really down to earth individual. I mean, this guy's he's an icon. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the time we're not. You know, we're young, so we don't really know. We just know there's a song called The Twist. We don't really know too much about him. But we went overseas. We performed at the Nelson Mandela free Nelson Mandela concert. We performed The Twist at Wembley Stadium. So yeah, we had a lot of fun with the song. I didn't really, get down with the song like that.
Oh, you didn't? I was going to ask you that. Like, how did you feel about making the song anyway, and performing it?
Here's the thing about that song and Wipeout. We don't get paid publishing royalties.
Oh, okay. Because
all we did was do a rap rendition of it. You understand? So it's kind of like we sampled the song and put rap lyrics to it. Okay. So if you look on the album, on the single, it says Hank Ballard. And if you look on the Wipeout song, it says the Safaris. It don't say Damon Wembley and Mark Morales that wrote it. Wow. So we don't all we get to do is perform it. We don't get paid royalties from it. So yeah.
Now was it, did you ever come into a problem with getting paid from the labels? Because I know a lot of people say they have been getting robbed. Did y'all ever have a problem with those labels not really giving y'all everything y'all deserve?
Of course. I mean, nobody's going to get what they're worth in this industry. Nobody. Wow. I mean, if they rob Michael Jackson, they're going to rob Fat Boys and so on and so forth. They have no problem robbing us. But I think the thing is that you really don't know where the money is going. Okay. You really don't know how much you're even making. You gotta remember, we're like fish out of water. Our parents don't know anything about the music industry. Yeah. We got lawyers who are just listening to what the record company is saying. They're too scared to fight against the record company. So, it's a thing where here's the thing about the music industry. For the artist, it's kind of they're looking at it like it's a privilege for you to be here. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like we could have got any black or Hispanic guy off the corner and put him in the studio and made a star out of him. Yeah. You should be happy with this $50,000 that you're splitting to get. Now go about your, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it works. That's just how it works. And like I said, you're never going to get what you're worth in this industry, because once it's said and done, if you ever watch those unsung shows on TV One,
everybody
What's
been robbed.
Exactly. Everybody's singing the same old tune. Either they on drugs or they got ripped off for money. So my thing is this: if I had children, go to school, get an education, become a doctor, a lawyer. I don't need another rapper in my house. You know what I'm saying? I rapped enough. You know what I mean? So
you're right. Hey, peace, viewers. We have another man on right now. He just connected with us. He go by the name of City.
City the Great.
City the Great. This man has a lot of music, man. He has albums. We're going to get into him. I got to talk to let me talk to Rock just for a few more minutes. Now, Rock, we got your man on. We got your man City the Great right now, man. We're going to talk to him. Let me ask you.
Very talented, brother. Very talented.
Very talented. And I heard his music and I love it. I heard the song Hush with Cocaine. Right. I don't know how new it is, but the lyrics is tight. The beat is banging. Are you coming out with new music soon?
I did a song called Realign on City's album, The Wordsmith. Okay. Me and Cocaine going to put together a EP.
Okay.
And which comprised of like maybe 6 to 7 songs, and just put it out to see what it do. The Hush song came because Cocaine hit me up on DM and said, "Hey brother, you ever heard of me? My name is Cocaine." I'm like, "Of course I've heard of you." You know what I mean?
West Coast, right?
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't heard of Cocaine? And he said, "I got a song that I think you might be interested in if you want to do it." So he gave me the track, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, "Oh, this is dope. This is dope." So yeah. So you know what? Here's the thing with rapping over a beat like that I'm so in the pocket with doing something like that because I don't have to. Which is one thing I always say about my classic hip hop artists: do what got you there. You set the standard for what's happening right now in hip hop. Let them come to you. You don't have to rap like the little whoever is out.
That's right.
Whatever got you there, how you sold records, how you sold out shows. Stick with that. Yeah, stay in that lane. You don't have to. You don't have to do the da 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 da. You don't have to rap like that.
I was going to ask you, how do you feel about that? Because I'm thinking when I saw you on Hush, the flow was just banging. So I was thinking, did you think you had to go and have the same sound like today? I mean, just to get that audience and keep up, or it doesn't even matter.
No, because once I heard the beat, because if you listen to the beat, it's they're playing jailhouse rap over. That doom doom. Yeah, that's what they're doing over. It's nothing but jailhouse rap they played over. They played the bass line over.
Okay.
And so that, like I said, it fit right in the pocket. I was like, oh, okay. That's the bass line for jailhouse rap. That's cool. I could rap along with this. Now, if they would have gave me a trap beat, I'd be like, hey, man, I don't rap like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you're at.
You might well get a 20-year-old to do that shit. I can't do that.
Hey, I hear you, brother. That's what we're going to do. Viewers, we're going to go down, man. We're going to talk to this brother, City the Great. He's down with Kool Rock Ski. He's managed by Samantha, I want to say.
Samantha LaBelle, yeah.
Samantha LaBelle, man. This man is City the Great. Listen, man, we need to know. Now, I checked your videos out. I love them. It's dope. You even have a song with T-Pain. Like, that's banging. Check this out, man. Tell me your journey, man. How did this happen for you, man?
It's been a long journey. I mean, I started writing at the age of 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? That was after hearing my older cousin Andre put me on to NWA. I mean, we was already listening to the Cool G raps and we was listening to everything already. But NWA came on and I was 9 years old, so it was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And I wrote my first song called Fuck School. You know what I mean? I wrote it to the fucking police beat. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, because I was, you know what I'm saying? It was just realistic. That's what I mean. I was 9. You know what I mean?
NWA put that effect on you. That's what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I wrote my first rhyme or whatever, and I liked it. My mother didn't like it, but we all we all know how that turned out. Over time, I just kept at it. I just kept, what I'm saying, because it was so much. I was going through so much at that time. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, having to grow up fast and things going on around me, that it became a point where this is all I had. You know what I'm saying? To escape. I wasn't really at that time. Young black man. We're not taught to, you know, to show emotion and everything
Right.
else.
That's right. Or yeah, don't cry and don't show emotions, and you got to be strong and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so for me, all I had was this. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote and wrote, started freestyling. Older dudes used to just want me to sit there and rap. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. Um, Later on, I got put in a group called MIA, Militant
Okay.
District Action. You know what I'm saying? It's me and one other dude, and what it was is our families were friends. You know what I mean? And his father was somebody in the industry at one point. So we had a situation with Tony on the table, which didn't work out. The music got to him, and he started thinking something he was. Um, so at that time they were looking, you know, um,
Where are you from, man? Like, where are you from? So
East
the viewers can.
New York, Brooklyn.
Yeah. Your phone. Your is going in and out like the
Going in.
sound.
All
Yeah.
right, hold on. How about now? You hear me better?
I hear you a little
Yep.
better. Yeah, it's better.
All right, cool. Hold on, 'cause it's
Okay.
Bluetooth.
You
Um,
say Brooklyn? You from Brooklyn?
yeah, East New York.
Okay, cool. So, it seemed like you have about 10 albums out. Like I saw them. Like they all. You have respectfully yours, Wordsmith, the inedible, why not take 2 steps. You got a lot of music, man. What's going on, man? Are you coming out with something, or I mean, I know you got more things in the works in
Yeah.
2022. You know what
So
I mean?
here's the thing. In actuality, I only have actually 2 albums. The rest
Oh,
are mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? This last, what I just recently released on January 8th was a 3-year journey, which was the Wordsmith, which was it took me 3 years to create that album. You know what I'm saying?
Wordsmith.
Now, yeah, the Wordsmith has features from Kool Rock Ski, Special Ed, Mickey Fax, the Certified Teacher Team, Prince Power Rule. You know what I'm saying? But it took me 3 years to create that project. So that's what I have out now. As well as Respectfully Yours, I dropped both of those side by side. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
oh, that's
Yeah,
that's dope, man. That's dope. So Special Ed and Kool Rock Ski is like a mentor. Like they really helping shaping you around this thing here. Cause they legends, man. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely. You know what I'm saying? And what better than to be
Right,
able to,
right.
what I'm saying? I'm also a businessman. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of Certified Nation Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
that's an entity which consists of myself, Kool Rock Ski, Samantha Lavelle, many others. We have artists and everything in house. And the purpose of Certified Nation is not only to provide, independent artists or any artist, what I'm saying, the tools that they'll need to succeed in this game, but also to empower them with the knowledge. Because
Okay.
the thing is that a lot of artists don't understand the business side of things. They don't understand royalties. They don't understand nothing, trademarking, anything. So we're here to provide those services as well as empower and give them that knowledge. So maybe later on they can do it themselves and pass it on. You know what I'm saying? So it's movement about uplifting. Um, but right now, after dropping that, there's other things I have in the works that I can't speak on currently. But I'm working more on the behind the scenes as well. Just trying to push the artists in this certified nation, um, as well as move on to other black empowerment as well.
Okay. Cool. Cool,
Yeah,
man. Cool. Yeah, that's dope, man. This brother right here, City the Great. He has a lot of music out now. Cool. I would like to know what's next for you, Cool, in the future. Are you going to be just being a manager of a bunch of people, or like
Oh
what's next for
no.
you?
Oh no.
What's next, man, for you, man?
um no manager. I mean, you know what, I like to talk to young up and coming artists. and just give them as much knowledge as possible about the wrongs and the rights of trying to build their careers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy for individual to sit there and think this is so easy. A caveman can do it, but it's not. It's not easy. It's not. You can't just roll out of bed, just make a hit record. It doesn't work like that. But once you get that hit record, what's your perspective? How are you going to act? Are you going to be in the clubs at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because you got a hit record? Or are you going to be milking the record companies out of hundreds of thousands of dollars to put you in 5-star hotels, to put you on private jets? Because at the end of the day, you got to pay that money back.
Wow.
Do you want to just instead of just taking a $2,500 phantom to a show, or you can just hop in the cab for $10 and go to your show? Listen, we're all human beings. We're all humans, and just because you chose a profession that somebody else didn't choose, you at the end of the day, this is still your job. You understand what I'm saying? So if this is your job, this is how you pay your bills, how you pay your mortgage, how you pay your car notes,
Right.
how you keep yourself fed. You got to stay on top of it, because just like a job, if you're not taking care of your job, somebody would say, hey, tap you on the shoulder, I got somebody that can do the job better.
Wow.
And that's what the music industry is about. If you're not doing the job right, if you're not coming through with sales or doing what you have to do, and they're losing more money than they're gaining, there's another you right around the corner. So this is what I just try to tell these young artists coming up. Don't take this for granted. This thing only lasts. Your popularity is only for 2 to 3 years, the most. And once it dwindles, all you have left is your music and your legacy. You know what I mean? So this is why you got to take care of your business while you are popular.
Because they'll replace you.
Oh yeah, right? Oh yeah. It's no problem replacing you. But at the same time, this is probably one of the most best businesses you can be in if you're into all the nightlife. You got groupies. I mean, I'm not a groupie guy, but you got groupies at your disposal. You got people feeding you grapes, putting rose petals at your feet, letting you in the best clubs all around the world because you are who you are. Now you can soak all that in and say, I'm gonna bask in the ambiance of all this popularity and all this fame I got, and take advantage of it. Or you could just be like, what I like about an individual like 50 Cent is that he gives you the illusion that he's that guy that's at the club all night and drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
In actuality, he doesn't do that.
You do it well, don't
you? He does it well. Just like Floyd Mayweather. You might think he's this crazy ass guy that's always flashing money, but that's only it's not what it is. That's to suck you in, to keep you coming in. That's his job, to entertain you. That's why they call it the entertainment industry. The job for an entertainer is to entertain you. That's their job. You understand? So people don't get that. They think all this shit is real. He's an a-hole. He's an egotistical. No, that's his job, is to be whatever you want him to be. That's what he's supposed to do. So if you think he's an a-hole, oh wow, I found my niche. They think I'm an a-hole. Now I'm going to get paid for them thinking I'm an a-hole.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes. So he's laughing over to the bank. There's a market for it.
Yeah, it's a market.
Yeah, it's a marketing scheme. Jay-Z did it. They thought Jay-Z was Pablo Escobar. Made a living off of it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just the way it goes. So that's what I'm into. I'm also into doing my second annual event. We did one last summer. It was the first annual classic hip hop and R&B cookout. We're doing the second one this year, and
where at? New York?
Yeah, East New York, Brooklyn, my old neighborhood.
Okay.
Gershwin Park, Linden Park. So the second annual, we're just trying to make this bigger and bigger. Okay. And tomorrow I'm talking to Bill. God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm talking to Bill Duke, famous director
Okay.
of Hollywood, and he wants to sit down and talk about the Fat Boys biopic movie.
That's cool.
And only reason why I'm doing the movie because the two members are no longer here, so I'm just trying to show people, give them their props. So this is my way of giving back to them and keeping their legacy alive, and the whole Disco 3 Fat Boys legacy alive. So we're going to talk about doing the movie, probably pitch it to Showtime or HBO.
I think that'd be real good, man. Dope.
Yeah, we're not gonna try to mess with Netflix. Netflix is like messing with Spotify. So we're trying to stay. Yeah, we're gonna try to stay away from Netflix. So
I hear that,
Netflix, you need like damn near $1 billion to make to make some money. So
Netflix, man.
Yeah,
it's hard with them guys, man. What is your most memorable just a moment with them, man, like with the group, or something funny that happened with y'all, man? Just a few things, man.
Oh, I mean, it's so many funny moments, man. It's so many funny. I'll give you one particular moment. We were just young and being dumb and having fun, and we went to a bank. We was in Rochester, New York, and we went to the bank earlier that day, and we got $500 in $5 bills. So it's like $1,000. So Buff got 500, I got 500.
Yeah.
So our idiotic asses we're in a hotel, and there's like maybe 300 fans downstairs. We're on like the 4th floor. Yeah. We take each $5 and it's floating in the air one at a time.
Wow.
And listen, we're young, so you got to excuse what we were doing. There were people knocking each other the F out to get that money. Oh, man. It was fights. The cops came up and pointed, and we tried to duck back in. It was too late. And we got kicked out the hotel for doing that. So, that's just one of the idiotic things we did,
I know you got a million stories, man.
Oh, man. We were the king of destroying hotels, We were the kings of that. Yeah, that was our domain, Our things was to look at the hotel and say, wow, this is a 5-star hotel. Let's see what's under the whole box frame and just flip the whole damn bed over. So, idiotic, dumb stuff,
Yeah. That's what that, man. I definitely I appreciate the fact that you came on, man. I've been trying to get you for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Finally, but listen, the thing I just want to stress, man, is that this individual right here, City the Great, he got a dope album out, man. The Wordsmith album is an illustration of just good lyrics, of pretty much bringing lyrics back.
I heard him.
Yeah, the 2-step song is dope. That's pumping right now in a lot of stations in the South. And by the summertime, we're hoping that the 2-step single will be one of the biggest singles of the summer.
I'm listening. Go ahead. I was going to ask him, how did you get that song with T-Pain, man? How did that happen with Pain?
All right, so at the time I had an innocent situation that was going on, and I was dealing with a producer there at the time. So we was putting together a project, which there was a lot of paperwork that went into that. In actuality, that song isn't supposed to be out right now, but
okay. So it's not supposed to be out.
Yeah, so
does T-Pain know it's out?
So the thing that happened was the producer that I was dealing with, he ended up getting blackballed.
Okay.
Right?
Wow. Huh.
And he didn't tell me. So, I'm sitting there thinking, this is like, we're still rocking and rolling. It's on. And a friend of mine went out there because I couldn't go at the time for legal purposes. A friend of mine went out there and witnessed the whole transition of what happened.
Wow.
And when he got out there, everything was great. He's making phone calls, making moves. He's like, Then after a couple of weeks, all of a sudden, nobody was returning calls. Um, got a bill from Paramount Studios. This idiot, then booked a session in his name. So,
Wow.
yeah. So yeah, it was a bad fallout, and I'm not gonna lie, what I felt like at that time, and I didn't really care. You know what I'm saying? So I just threw it on a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I did it. In fact, you might want to do that.
Wow, wow,
For real.
wow. I mean,
But this is a multi-talent individual, man, and I just like the way he works. I like the way he moves. I like the way he's a young brother, but and he has a lot on his plate, but at the same time, it's not stressful to him. You know what I mean? And he can always talk to me if as far as a stress relief, if he want to just come to somebody who, because he knows his dad knows a lot about the business, a lot of things he's teaching me,
that's
but he has Ed to go to, he has Mickey Fax to go to, so he has people that's going to tell him the knowledge that they have in the music industry, from past to present, that they shed some light on what he's going through if he's going through a downtime. That's a really good manager. Samantha Lavelle is his manager. She's my publicist, and he has a really good team around him. It's Only Right is another dope rapper under the Certified Nation Entertainment umbrella. Pen Game Classic, you know. Yeah, dope, dope.
He has a great body of work, man. I've been checking you out. See, I didn't really have a chance to really study you like I wanted to. So
Yeah.
I went on YouTube and I started seeing some things. I said, "Oh, this boy got a body of work."
Yeah.
Like you
I probably have a total of 5,000 unreleased. Like, altogether, I want to say period of released and unreleased. I don't want to say 5,000, but I got at least 1,000. At least a
That's
good thing.
crazy.
1,000 songs.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now I was trying to find a video. You don't have any videos out right now?
I have a few videos, but they're old. That's what we're in the midst of working on now. More visuals. Because we're more in a visual age too.
Okay.
So, or definitely, and my thing is, anything I do, I can't do just simplified. You know what I'm saying? Like my music has a meaning. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I don't want to do I'm standing in front of the corner store with 100 dudes with rapping. You know what I'm saying? It has to reflect whatever the song is about. I mean, and with this craft, like, I do this every day. Like, even when there's nothing to record, I'm doing this. I'm practicing, staying sharp, trying to make sure I can check all boxes, studying different ways, playing with different ways, just to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that travel with me during this journey, they've seen that elevation from, back in the day to now, and staying humble. You know what I mean? It's all about that. Because there's a lot of
Yeah.
it's a blessing. I have like to work with, Kool Rock Ski, Special Ed, you know what I'm saying? To a lot of things that I've gotten to experience in this journey without actually signing the dotted line. All
Right.
blessed.
He did some with Crooked Eye too.
Yeah, I
Oh
gotta
wow. So
yeah,
you going West Coast and all of that, huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
So
We got on the Respectfully Yours mixtape, last song on there.
respectfully yours.
Talking
Who,
about. Go ahead.
okay. I was gonna say, who are some of the producers you work with? Like, have you been working with some big producers now?
Well, put it like this. I've worked with the two step song, for instance, that we have out now. The same producer who created Panda created that.
Oh, okay.
As engineering wise, I've worked with Buck 3000 for Murder Inc. He did the whole Ashanti album. He did Murder Inc.'s whole catalog. Ja Rule, he got the Grammy. Worked with him. Right now, I'm working with King Bash. You'll hear about him soon. He's a certified mixing.
King Bash.
Yeah, King Bash. King Bash, actually, he's the guy over in Dubai. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
He's
Wow.
the guy over there. But he'll be in the soon. But he's our in-house engineer. But I work with anybody who can create a dope sound. You know what I mean? I feel like anybody who can create a dope sound is who I'm working.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's it at, man. Listen, fellas, viewers. I don't think y'all don't know what's happening right now. This right here is a big show. We got my man Kool Rock Ski, Pioneer, and we have his man on here, City the Great. Bunch of music, fellas. Can y'all throw out your handles, social media handles, and emails so these people can follow y'all and YouTube for the You City the Great. They need to see your work, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you can throw it out there.
Yeah, so I'm easy to find. City the Great on all platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Anywhere you want to find me, it's City the Great. CITYHEGREAT. I got to do that.
Go ahead, Kool. You could throw yours out. I know they probably follow you, but
yeah, it's just legendary Fat Boy Kool Rock Ski on what do you call it? IG, and Damon Kool Rock Wembley on Facebook. I don't do Twitter. I got a Twitter account. From what I know, I get like a lot of followers, but I don't do Twitter.
Okay. Is it too complicated or?
It's I don't know. I never really got into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
My niece. Yeah, I never really got into Twitter like that. My niece, she runs it for me, but she's like, you gotta post something. I'm like, maybe one day.
Wow.
You know?
That's cool, man. I really appreciate you fellas just for coming through. Kool Rock, City the Great. I appreciate y'all, man, for doing the show A Vision. You can definitely I'm gonna put this everywhere. Everybody gonna check it out. I'm gonna give y'all your copy. Go from there. You know what I mean? What I want to do before I get off, I want to play Hush, man. I need to play the video. You know what I mean?
Hush.
Yeah, I want to play Hush, man. So Hush gonna take us out, man. So
that's what's up.
I thank y'all so much, man. This is A Vision Entertainment Media. We got Pioneer Kool Rock Ski, the legendary Kool Rock Ski. We got City the Great coming up soon. This man have a body of work. You got to check him out.
The Wordsmith album. The Wordsmith album. Remember that album? Yeah.
Wordsmith is out right now, right?
Right now on all platforms. Yep.
Wordsmith. Thank y'all, fellas. Salute to both of y'all, man.
Salute, man. Thanks for having us.
And likewise, we're gonna take y'all out with Hush. This is with Kool Rock Ski and Cocaine.
West Coast legend.
That's right.
We got Kool Rock Ski in the place to be. And Cocaine. Put a stain on your brain. We gonna take it back to the future with this shit. This is real hip hop. Let the 6-4 drop. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. All this scratching is making me itch. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard.
I hear Jailhouse rap. I hear it.
Yeah, right.
I rock with Kool Rock Ski. I'm not for cool in the gang. In California, we bang. And we be serving the thing from the lap of the coast. We be doing the most. Champagne for breakfast. So let's take a toast to New York City, where hip hop was created. We took it back to Cali and radio played it. Hitting them switches, keeping it gangster. Dipping through the city, knocking fat boy bangers. Back in the 80s when it was real in the field, I had a fresh Seville and I was dressed to kill. Went to the party, the homies is bucket. Some niggas is faded, some niggas is thugging. Grab a bar, little mama, get your two-step on. The break dance and pop lock to your favorite song. And I miss those days like Rick the Ruler. Take it back to the past and bring it back to the future. Little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard.
And this day, it was cold and rainy that day, right? By the time we got to that was in East New York. By the time we got to do the video, it stopped raining.
To see how hip hop changed, the game became strange, just ain't the same. We used to
it was freezing that day. But what's crazy was that was May 29th. And June was like 2 days later.
It was cold like that.
It was cold like that, yeah.
Part the Red Sea and move the crowd like cattle. Get your elbows off the table. Shout out to the architects who rapped and made it able. All you new Whodini-MCs better do your homework. How you love hip hop and don't know Kool Rock. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious.
And Scratch, he came along. He was getting into a car, and Cocaine saw him and told him to be in the video.
Oh wow! Come on in, man.
Matter of fact, he spotted Cocaine. He asked what you doing out of. He said he ran up on him. He didn't know who he was.
On the video.
Yeah.
I stay fresh, dressed like $1 million bucks. I walked around New York with my jewelry untucked. You out of your mind if you ever try to stick 'em. Stick 'em, stick 'em. That's Kool Rock, original fat boys playing. And I'm back with the West Coast OG Cocaine, the real hip hop. From day to dark, when Kool Herc started this in the parks. Africa, Bambaataa at the Roxy, y'all. Salute to the one Grand Wizard Theodore. Poppers and lockers, let me see what you got. It's the boy Cocaine and my name's Kool Rock. Yeah, east to the west, of course we're fresh. Oh, you thought that we were rotten? Huh, I beg your pardon. Too old to be rapping, that's truly absurd. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard.
Baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop.
Yo, man, listen,
And you see the guy in the video where he pushed the guy?
Yeah, he pushed.
Yeah. That jackass was. I saw that guy at the corner of my eye, and I told Cocaine we shot that on a Sunday, because we shot the previous footage on a Saturday, and he wanted to shoot in Manhattan. I'm like, dude, this is like the oldest thing to do, is to shoot a video in Manhattan. I mean, if anything, let's just stay in Brooklyn and shoot it. But he insisted. I mean, it's his song, so he insisted on shooting in Manhattan, and I said, you're gonna get a lot of creeps popping up in your video.
And he like, did too.
And that dude popped up and started break dancing.
He pushed him back.
He pushed him back.
Wow.
Oh.
He's not from there. He's from over West Coast, right?
He was born and raised in. He wasn't raised. I think he moved out of the Bronx at 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
So he was born in the Bronx, but he moved out at like 9 years old.
Okay.
But
dope video, man. Dope song.
Yeah, I mean, his son directed the video. So his son's like 26 years old, and he got two twin sons, and so I told him it's a beauty to see a black man have his sons just follow his footsteps. Love to see something like that, man.
So who was the little guy you was talking to in the beginning? The little short guy.
Oh, he was in the park on his bike.
Okay.
And he was just driving. It was a number of OGs out there, grown guys out there. So Cocaine came up with the idea to be talking to him about what hip hop used to be. Okay. So his mother was looking for him the whole day. So his mother finally came to the park and saw him out there. So we like flooded his pockets with some money for being in the video.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he's a cool little kid. He reminded me of myself as a kid. I think it was like 10, 11 years old. Just a little chubby little kid just out there just chilling, Yeah,
I seen him.
And
doing this thing, man. That's good, man. Everything is good. You got some things going on. You want City the Great, man. Like I said, I thank y'all for coming on the show. Kool Rock City the Great. Hey,
don't forget, man, that Wordsmith album. That's a dope ass album.
Wordsmith is out right now by City the Great. Wordsmith, go out there and grab it, man. Grab it.
Sir.
It's out right now on all platforms.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all. I thank y'all for this, man. I see y'all, man.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for coming, fellas.
All right.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.